Hey, this is your girl, Deborah, with the Love Factor, where we're letting you know that you are factored in. Before we start this video, I just want you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I think, this will be very beneficial to us. Today, we're going to be talking about faith today and how a lot of times we're able to trust and believe God for other people, but when it comes to us, because we're in it dealing with it, it's kind of hard to see past the situation or whatever it is that you're going through. So I'm just gonna be transparent today and just let you know about what was going on with me with that tested my faith. Over the weekend, my daughter had a seizure, and she's dealt with epilepsy before, but it just was never this bad. And so we took her into the hospital, and she just was like not really responding that much to us, and it was just a lot of seizure activity going on. And I tell you, it was one of the most scariest moments in my life, dealing with this, because it was my baby, and I'm just like, seeing all these stuff, people just passing away from seizures, like within the past year. It's just been so many. And I just remember like just saying, God, please, not my baby. Just, as a mom, you just worry about your babies. But I was just like, as a woman of faith, an intercessor, a prayer, a warrior, I just was like, trying to push myself through it, and it just was not working. I'm just like, oh my God, like this is my baby, but I had a praying sister in my church, and I'm telling you, she encouraged me. So she just really spoke life into me. And I just thought that was just the most wonderful thing, because even in a time where you think you're supposed to have faith, and you think you're supposed to just be ready for anything, and you are, but sometimes it just don't work out like that. And so I just being able to have someone to stand in agreement with you, to pick up your slack where you're slacking at in faith, and just to trust in God, meant everything to me. I'm telling you, when I got off the phone with her, I felt like I can climb Mount Everest. Like, I'm not gonna do that, but I just felt like I could. And but just dealing with the situation, and with my daughter, it just took me, you know, it just it just made me think, and just made me remember that I'm still human, and as a human, we fall short sometimes. And I just really thank God for having a sister of faith who just was able to stand with me. And not that I didn't have other people surrounding me and praying for me, but she was like, sometimes you're not able to get through to everybody, but the ones that you can get through to, you should just push and be able to do that. But she was able to just encourage me and let me know that God is who he said he is. He's a healer, and he is the great physician, and he's everything that we need, and he's not going to change, and that's not going to change. And so we have to just have faith and believe and trust who he is. And there's so much going on. Oh my God, there's so much going on with just people who are just feeling like they're lost. They're giving the enemy victory over their life. Like, they're just feeling like they're lost. They like there's nothing else to live for. They just want to give up. And I'm telling you, this is not the time to give up. This is not the time to throw in the towel. This is not the time to quit. If ever you needed your faith to fight a battle, this is right now is when you need it. Fight the battle right now. I'm just telling you, you want to trust God in everything that you do in this season. I was reading in Ephesians, and I think it's Ephesians 2:10. I think it's Ephesians 2:10 that I was reading in, and it was just, oh my God, it just helped me out just to just keep trusting and believing. And it just talks about how God, he, he already made the path for us. It talks about how he already provided for us. His desire is great for us. It just talked about him just wanting so much for us, and how he's already just equipped us and provided all of that for us that he wanted for us from since the beginning. And I'm telling you, when I read that, like, it just opened up another level of faith to me to know that. And I've heard it quoted so many times that that he sent his son to die for us, that we might have life, but that more abundantly. And you hear all those things, but this is just, it just took me to another level, knowing that he made everything that we needed. He had it done and ready for us. He it's like he already made a path for us to walk. Like, he already had a purpose and a destiny for us, and he already made it to where we know we're already victorious, and he provided for us to get where we needed to get, and equipped us to make sure that we will get there. And like, it's amazing. He's amazing. And I just thank God for just being who he is. But, like I said, this is just not the time. I know it's so much stuff going on, and that's the reason, because the enemy does not want you to see what God has for you. He does not want you to see the direction that God has already put out there for you. He doesn't want you to hear the voice of God, even through people who are just wanting to love on you and just make sure that you're okay. He wants you to be distracted from all that stuff. And I know that this was just a time for a distraction, because I know the enemy is trying to use just different things in my life for me not to be able to just move forward with I made in my mind that I was just going to move forward in God, and with the love factor and just everything that he's given me, the passion, the dreams, that they were going to happen in 2020 and towards the end of 2009. So a lot of them is already going on, but the distraction was just coming so great for me not to concentrate on, where God was taking me and how he was using me. And if he could get my mind off of God, then he had me. And I'm telling you, just reading the word of God, it helps you it feeds you so that you can keep going and just keep moving. It's your energy, it's your life source that keeps you being able to just move forward in God, and not being so easily distracted by what the enemy is trying to do, And I'm just telling you, it's God that, that my baby is okay. It was God, because even in that, the doctor was saying how my daughter, when she woke up and she stopped the seizures, and she was like, no one's ever just stopped having seizures without having to be on life support, on like someone on the machines being able to breathe for you. And I just know that was God. I know it was him. And he just makes himself even the more realer in my life every day. Like, just, I posted how we just have to not allow the distraction of the enemy to stop us from seeing where God is taking us, or what God is already doing for us. Like, a lot of times we look at what we're going through, what we don't have, but just giving God praise for what we do have. And a lot of times it's a lot more than what some other people may have. You have a roof over your head, food in the house. Like, you might think it's not what you like, but you got food. You got clothes, you can wash yourself up and all this other stuff. But I'm telling you, this is the time to really, really trust in God. It's a time to really start building your relationship with him, really getting to know who he is, you know, what you were created for, like, you know, the love that he has for you, the everything that he wants for you. This is the time of getting to be closer with him. A time of just, you know, just that intimacy between you and God. And I'm telling you, everything that he has for you, everything, every desire, every want that he has for you is coming in 2020. And I even know that I hear him saying, even in the last little couple of days that we have in 2019, he's opening up windows, he's opening up doors, he's opening up opportunities after opportunities. Just he's getting ready to move like never before. I hear him saying that now, and it's just like, don't give up. Don't give in, because what he has for you is greater than what the enemy is trying to do. The destruction, and just the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. That's his job. He's on his job. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be on our job, on of faith, of trusting God and believing in his word. Like they say, and it's true, they say depression is real. It is. But God is truth. Truth outweighs real any day. Because real can change. Real can change. But truth can't. Truth has to stay the same. You can't change truth. So real is, I'm just not feeling like myself today. That's the fact. I feel just down and out. But the truth is, I'm victorious. I'm an overcomer. I'm everything that God created me to be. And that's how we have to start looking at things in through the sight of truth. What does truth say? Is my faith standing on that truth? Am I relying on that truth? We can't always just look at what's going on and what you're going through, because that in itself will just tire you out and make you want to give up. But you can't. You can't give up. You have to keep pushing. Keep speaking life to yourself. Like I'm saying, like a lot of times, sometimes we need our sisters, we need our brothers to help us and to speak that word of encouragement. But if you can't get to anyone, I'm telling you, if you get on your knees and go before God, that's the greatest person that you can call on. The greatest name that you can call on. Because he will encourage you. He is the life that you're looking for. He is the power. He is that authority that you're looking for. He's that love. He's that passion. He's that life, and just that joy, that victory. He's that encouragement. He's that source. He's that source that fills up that empty spot, that empty space that you may be feeling. That's making you want to give up and feel like you're not doing anything. If you feel it with God, I'm trying not to get emotional, y'all. I really am, but I'm just telling you, like, I just thank God for who he is and what he's doing. And, so just don't give up. Because Jeremiah 29:11 says that he knows the thoughts that he thinks towards you. He has a plan for you. And it's a plan that it's a great expectation. The plan is not for you to fail. It's for you to overcome, to succeed. So with that being said, you guys, I just wanted to jump on here real quick and just talk and be just transparent in my walk. And I love you guys. I truly love you. God loves you. you are factored in. Don't forget to just share this video just to encourage someone you love.